Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about rumination, that cycle of thoughts that just won't quit, replaying worries and anxieties. It can be exhausting, can't it? It can steal our joy, our peace, and our ability to truly be present in our own lives. But here's what I want you to know, you are not alone in this. There are paths to quiet that mental chatter, to find a sense of calm and clarity. Today, we're going to explore how nature itself can be our greatest teacher and guide in this journey. We're going to look at 5 powerful ways, inspired by the rhythms and resilience of the natural world, to help us stop ruminating and reclaim our inner peace. So take a deep breath with me right now. Inhale peace and exhale the noise. Let's begin this journey to understanding and healing, together, drawing strength and wisdom from the world around us. Our first guidepost on this journey is the practice of mindfulness. At its heart, it's simply about being present. Think about a majestic old tree, its roots digging deep into the earth. It stands firm, weathering every storm by being grounded. Nature is the ultimate mindfulness teacher. Observing a flower or a bee, you practice mindfulness. Redirect your attention from your thoughts to the present. Begin with your breath, a constant anchor. Like ocean waves, your breath flows in and out. Meditation is a powerful tool. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and notice. Notice the sounds around you. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. Focus on the present, your breath, and your environment. Connect with the present moment. Now let's talk about something our bodies instinctively crave: movement. Engaging in physical activity is our second powerful strategy, and it's one that nature champions every single day. Think about it. The cheetah sprinting across the savanna, the eagle soaring on thermal currents, the river constantly flowing towards the sea. Movement is life, and it's a profound way to shift our energy and clear the mental fog of rumination. When you're caught in that loop of overthinking, it can feel like you're stuck, mentally and emotionally paralyzed. Physical exercise acts like a circuit breaker. It quite literally gets you out of your head and into your body. As you move, whether it's a brisk walk, a heart-pumping run, a gentle yoga flow, or even just dancing in your living room, your focus shifts. You become aware of your breath, your muscles, the rhythm of your movement. This physical engagement provides a much-needed distraction from the repetitive thoughts. And then there's the magic of endorphins. These are your body's natural mood boosters, released during physical activity. They act like natural painkillers and stress relievers. It's that wonderful feeling of lightness and clarity you often experience after a good workout. It's nature's own medicine for a troubled mind. When those endorphins kick in, the intensity of your worries can diminish, and you might find that problems that seemed insurmountable suddenly feel more manageable. I encourage you to find a form of movement that you genuinely enjoy. This isn't about punishing yourself or forcing yourself into a grueling routine. It's about finding joy in moving your body. The key is consistency, not necessarily intensity. Even a short 15 to 20-minute walk each day can make a significant difference. 3. Uprooting the weeds. Challenging negative thoughts with nature's resilience. Let's delve into the landscape of our minds, specifically those persistent, often unhelpful negative thoughts. We must become skilled gardeners of our inner world, uprooting negativity and planting seeds of balanced perspectives. Nature is a masterclass in resilience, constantly overcoming challenges. Think about a forest after a fire. At first it might look desolate, but look closer, and you'll see new life emerging. Our minds can be like that. Negative thoughts can feel like scorched earth, but we can cultivate new growth. The first step is to become aware of these thoughts. Often they're so habitual we don't even notice them. Once you start noticing these negative thoughts, the next step is to question them. Are they truly accurate, or are they perhaps exaggerations or assumptions? Imagine you're a scientist examining these thoughts with a curious, objective lens. Where is the evidence for this thought? Is there any evidence against it? Nature constantly challenges and adapts. A tree growing on a windy cliff might be gnarled and twisted, but it has found a way to survive, to thrive even, by adapting to its challenging environment. It didn't give up, it found its strength. When we challenge our negative thoughts, we are doing something similar. We are refusing to let them define our reality. We are looking for the strength within us to see things differently, to find a more empowering perspective. This process of challenging and reframing negative thoughts is like tending a garden. It takes consistent effort, just like gardening, but the result is a more beautiful, fruitful, and peaceful inner landscape. 4. The containment strategy: setting aside time to ruminate, like a river's banks. This next strategy might sound a little counterintuitive at first, but stay with me because it can be incredibly effective. We're going to talk about setting aside a specific, dedicated time to ruminate. Yes, you heard that right. It's about creating boundaries for your worries, much like a river has banks that guide its flow, preventing it from flooding the entire landscape. This is about regaining control over when and how much you allow yourself to delve into those persistent thoughts. By allocating a specific time slot, say 15 or 20 minutes each day, to consciously engage with these worries, you're essentially telling your mind, okay, I hear you and we will address this, but we'll do it at the designated time. This practice helps to contain the rumination rather than letting it spill over into every aspect of your life. It's like building a designated worry zone or a thinking spot in your day. When a worrisome thought pops up outside of this scheduled time, you acknowledge it, perhaps jot it down, and then gently tell yourself, I'll think about this during my worry time. This act of deferral can be surprisingly liberating. You're not suppressing the thought, but you're choosing not to engage with it right now. Nature operates on rhythms and cycles, doesn't it? The sun rises and sets at predictable times, tides ebb and flow, seasons change in an orderly progression. There's a structure, a containment to these natural processes. By setting aside a specific time for rumination, we're introducing a similar kind of structure to our mental habits. We're creating a predictable rhythm for processing our concerns, which can reduce the anxiety that comes from feeling constantly ambushed by them. During your scheduled rumination time, you can allow yourself to think about your worries, to explore them, maybe even write them down. The key is to keep it within the allocated time frame. When the time is up, you consciously shift your focus to something else. 5. Seeking deeper roots. When to reach out for professional help, like a plant needs a gardener. We've explored nature-inspired strategies to manage rumination. For many, these practices bring significant relief, but sometimes the weight of rumination is too heavy. Reaching out for professional help is an act of strength. Think of a plant in your garden. Despite your best efforts, it might struggle. It might be affected by a pest or nutrient deficiency. You might consult an experienced gardener. Seeking mental health support is similar. It's about getting expert guidance. If rumination impacts your life, it's time to talk to someone. If you feel trapped in negative thoughts, support is available. Mental health professionals can help you understand rumination. They provide tailored strategies and tools. They offer a safe, confidential space. Speaking your worries aloud can lessen their power. A therapist helps you see thought patterns clearly. They can be your guide in navigating your mind. If rumination is overwhelming, consider professional support. Embrace your inner landscape with nature's wisdom. And so we come to the end of our journey together today, but it's really just the beginning of a new way of relating to our minds. We've explored 5 nature-inspired paths to help us quiet the storm of rumination, grounding ourselves in the present moment like a deeply rooted tree, moving our bodies to clear the mental fog like a flowing river, challenging those negative thoughts like resilient new growth after a fire, containing our worries like a river guided by its banks, and knowing when to seek the wisdom of a skilled gardener for our minds. I truly believe that within each of us lies an incredible capacity for peace and resilience, just like we see in the natural world all around us. These strategies are not quick fixes, but rather invitations to cultivate a deeper, more compassionate relationship with ourselves and our thoughts. It's about practice, patience, and a willingness to learn from the gentle, persistent wisdom of nature. Remember, every small step you take, every moment you choose presence over panic, every time you challenge a negative thought, you are tending to your own beautiful inner garden. My deepest hope for you, for all of us, is that we can learn to navigate the landscapes of our minds with more grace, more kindness, and more skill. May you find the stillness of a calm lake within you, the strength of a mountain, and the renewing energy of the spring. Go out and embrace the beauty within you and around you. Be well, and remember that you have the power to cultivate peace. It all starts with one thought, one breath, and one step at a time. Thank you for watching.